Shalom Israel. 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad, commandment keepers in the faith of our holy Messiah. All praise to the Most High and His only begotten Son. In Hebrew, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach. This right here basically is a video response to this character who calls himself Brett Carr or Brett Favre. You should have stayed in retirement before dealing with these Israelites. Because everybody that come up against the God of Israel will be destroyed. Believe that. And we are His servants. Despite our shortcomings and downfalls, make no mistake about it, we are the servants of the true and living power. So we here basically to debunk and to refute him and his husband, Sarah's salty soup and spaghetti, because Brett Carr, you basically a man wife of Seti. So you all on the channel talking about some debate Seti, and then when you watch over that 5-hour spill of you cussing, you gonna call this man a master teacher. And for y'all that don't know, there's a video on YouTube where someone gave a cash challenge to Ashraf, Kwesi, Seti, and Ray Hagen if they can prove the stuff they teach about the Bible being stolen out of Egypt, about how the Messiah story is stolen from Horus. They put $1,200 up. Those men didn't even collect or respond, man. I think it's called The Many Lies of Sarah Suit and Seti. Look that video up when you get a chance. And one of his main things he loved to pull is there's no evidence of any tombs. It's all made up. You haven't shown me any tomb. The Bible's the white man's book, and we ain't seen not one tomb for no king or no prophet. That's because we are not studying as a people. And then you allow these slick talking Negroes to slide up like Satan the devil and tell you something and you go left field and believe it. So what we got here, we going to show the tombs. We're going to show where you can go and view the tombs of the prophets and the kings. This right here is called Ancient Jewish Art by Gabriel Said Regna. Alright, so we're going to open on up to this first. Where we going first? Page 8. There, you want a tomb? They're going to tomb for you. Right there. Kidron Valley. Leading up to Jerusalem. This is the tomb of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat was a king in Judah. Jehoshaphat. There his tomb is right there. See that? And all you got to do is go on over to the Kidron Valley and look for yourself. Why you talking about some go to Egypt and look? And since the Bible stolen out of Egypt, why can't none of y'all pull no prophecy out of Egypt and connect it with us and our condition here in America? Our fall as Egyptians, our rise as Egyptians or Comedians, and our soon coming redemption as Comedians, and Horus coming to bring a kingdom to the lost tribes of Kemet. You ain't got it, because your gods are not all-knowing. Our power is all-knowing. All-knowing. Read it Isaiah 30 real quick, Hebrew. Isaiah 30. Isaiah 31 through 5, I believe it is. Are we going over? Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
See that? You take counsel, but not of the Most High, the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You dealing with the gods of Egypt or Kemet. Jackal gods, Anubis. Come on, brother.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they might add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt.
So what?
To go down into Egypt.
See, you covering with a spiritual covering, but it's not of the true Creator. You back down in Egypt. Come on, brother.
And have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Trusting in the shadow of Egypt. Wrong mistake. Egypt couldn't even save itself. And the bad thing about it, the Egyptians that's over there now ain't even the original Egyptians. The original Egyptians are the Sudanese, Watusis, and Zulus. Egypt is being ran by Arabs and Greek offshoots of Ptolemy and Arabs. What are you talking about? Them ain't even the real Egyptians. Come on, bro.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Right.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion.
Bible, the Lord says, your trust in Egypt and your strength in Pharaoh will be your shame and your confusion. The Lord executed judgment on all the gods of Egypt. He had no problem doing it again. All you men that's coming up against the Israelites, all y'all getting confounded. That boy Polite done went in the hide. He got confounded December the 7th by them UPK brothers. Shout out to them brothers, man. That's where you stand up and defend the scripture. That boy got confounded coming against these scriptures. Come on, bro.
For his princes were at Zoan,
right,
and his ambassadors came to Hanes, that they were all ashamed of a people that cannot profit them.
See, that's not us following the philosophy of Egypt, the strength of Pharaoh, the 300 some odd gods of Egypt. It would not profit us. Us believing the black woman is God, it would not profit you. It would not profit you. Come on, brother.
Nor be a help nor profit, but a shame.
But a what?
But a shame. And also a reproach.
That's it for that. Grab Isaiah 46, verse 9 through 10. This right here is the tomb of the patriarchs, page 17. Tomb of the patriarchs. Hebron, over in Israel. What you talking about? It ain't no proof. Go ahead and read that, brother.
Isaiah 46, verse 9.
Yeah.
Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. For I am the Almighty, and there is none like me.
None like the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You can't pull a God out that can compare to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not one. Come on, bro.
Verse 10.
Yeah.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
Declaring what?
The end from the beginning.
That's how our God get down, because he's all-knowing. He declares the end from the beginning. None of your gods can do that. You ain't declared the end from the beginning. You ain't got prophecy on you falling away as a comedian. Finding back out you a comedian, and then your soon coming redemption as a comedian. It's a McDonald's down the street from the Giza Pyramid. What is you talking about? They selling Big Macs. But there's prophecy in her about our rise, fall, and soon redemption as so-called black folks here in America, known as the tribes of Israel, man, the Israelites. That's prophecy all through the Bible. The destruction of Babylon, the redeeming of God's people. And if you pay attention to world news, man, it's going down, bro. Waters are turning red all over the globe. The Euphrates River is drying up. That's Revelation 16. Birds are falling out the sky. The economic foundation, the foundation that made America so great, is dollar bill, is crumbling. The dollar will soon be taken off the international reserve currency. The 10 horns shall hate the whore. We're seeing everything prophesied in Revelations in the book of Daniel coming to life in front of our eyes. You ain't got that in your metal netter or your book of the damn dead, man. Why? Because it's dead. It's a book of spells. And say I'm lying. Say it ain't spell text, coffin text, pyramid text. Tell me it ain't in there. But you saying our Bible was stolen from yours. Stop it. You finish that verse out?
Verse 10.
Yeah.
Declare the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures.
See that? The Lord said his counsel going to stand. He called the end from the beginning, and I'm going to do all my pleasure. Everything the Lord said was going to happen has happened or is coming to pass, man. And you can't get around it. That means our God, whatever inspired the prophets to write these things down, that was the spirit of the Almighty Creator, because he knows the end from the beginning. Alright, what you looking at here is the Kidron Valley, whole valley full of sepulchres and tombs. This tomb right here in the middle is called the Tomb of Zechariah, Kidron Valley, Jerusalem. What you mean there ain't no proof, man? Said you an agent of the same man you call the devil, bro. Because those teachings you teach ain't even ancient Comedian teachings. Those are teachings of Aleister Crowley and Helena Blavatsky. New Age teachings. New Age teachings. And Aleister Crowley said himself he taught Satan a few tricks. Kidron Valley, Jerusalem. Zechariah, Tomb of Zechariah. What you looking at right here is on page 29. aerial view of Masada. Excavations at Masada. So, you don't know about Masada, one of our last strongholds before we fell to the Romans in 70 AD. We was banging. Our forefathers was banging. But it ain't no proof, man. You know, the archaeologists actually use the Bible as a reference map, man. As a reference. They'll read about an event, and then they'll go to them areas and start digging and find frighteningly accurate details proving that the Bible is real. And so if the Bible is fake, why are they using it as a reference? Why are they looking for the Ark of the Covenant if it's fake? Come on, man. You people have lost your mind if y'all believe this doctrine these men are spilling to you, man. What you looking at right here, this is page 34. These are coins, actually, that we had to mint. We had to come up with our own money system when we were fighting these Romans. This is ancient Hebrew for y'all that don't know. Talking about these people never existed. And why is there a Hebrew language if our forefathers never existed? What are these? Look at that. That's all ancient Hebrew. And if you read some of it, it says coins of the Jewish war, silver shekel, inscription, year 2 of the war, shekel of Israel, for the liberation of Zion, for the redemption of Zion. Look at these. These are coins, man. You can't go to war without your money, right? Now we fighting a revolution here and we still spending the same money. Our slave masters still on the money, but you RBG Negroes claim y'all ready for a revolution. We ain't came up with our own money yet. Wow. This right here, page 36. This is actually a Roman coin right here. Notice I showed you the Israelite coins. The Romans had their own money as well. And this coin right here says Judah captive. Meaning once they took us down as a people or captured us, they minted coins. Judah captive. That's the back side of it. Looks something like your dime a little bit on the back. And then right here, the front side is Emperor Vespasian, Caesar Vespasian. I guess he was fake too, huh? But on the back of a coin, it's commemorating them taking us down as a people. Who he take down? Some fake people that hadn't been invented yet? You men are lying, man. You men are lying. Look at that right there, man. Look at the front of this dude. That's the dime. So this ain't nothing but Rome, Babylon. And the Romans got their stuff from you Egyptians, and the Egyptians got it from the Babylonians. Look at all that, man. Look at that. Stop it, man. You men are liars. Israel, don't let nobody slither up like the devil himself and tell you that the Bible is fake. The Bible is a historical document. Just because you read something in it that you can't quite explain spiritually don't mean it didn't happen. There's things that are still standing today they can't explain how it got there. Like the Giza pyramid. That's Moses right there. Found in a town in Syria called Dura Europos. Look at Moses. Brother. Look at that. This is Moses and the Israelites leaving out of Egypt. And for y'all to say that Egyptians never documented it, there's a papyrus out there called the Papyrus of IMPUWER. And it's a blow-by-blow detailed account of what we read in Exodus about Israel being released up out of bondage. And it parallels right with Exodus. The Papyrus of IMPUWER, Emperor. Impure, however you say it. Look that up. Egyptian documentation on them getting smashed by the God of Israel. Smashed. So that's again this book right here. It's called Ancient Jewish Art by Gabriel said Regina. And your average Negro would have walked right past this book. You don't know that you descend right out the tribes of Israel. That's your problem. Read Job 8 and 8 for me, brother. Job 8 and 8. Let's go off to the next book. Tell me I ain't no proof. You men have been found lying, man. Yeah, I heard you was through St. Louis yesterday. Had we not got out of class late, we went over there and questioned you about this poison you spilling in the ghetto, man. teachings of the damn devil. Picture history of Jewish civilization. Now, when y'all seeing Jewish, they're calling it that because it's an Israelite culture. Jewish is in the Bible one time, and the next word behind it is fable. Fable. We're not Jewish people. It's just the people that put these books together are calling it a Jewish culture. But it's an Israelite culture. That's who we are. Picture history of Jewish civilization. These are the people that put it together, and as you can see, it ain't none of us. Chartwell books, ink. Look it up. These ain't comic books. Let's get into it. The Hebrews of the biblical period. Look at that. What that say? That say a Shemitic prisoner painted on terracotta from the period of the 19th dynasty. Bro, you got a wave cap on, man. See, when we say we Hebrew Israelites, that's who we are as a people. And our gospel is we are followers of the Messiah of the Bible. Yahushua Mashiach of Nazareth. In your English tongue, you say Jesus Christ of Nazareth today. But these are his ancestors. You come from your fathers. So Christ was a man of color, yes. Woolly hair, yes. From the tribe of Judah, yes. All that's true. All that's true. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show you about these Egyptian gods. Zoom in on these clowns, man. I'm about you God. Let me show you Horus. What Horus is? That's Osiris. That's Isis. That's Horus right there. You see that heathen head? He look like a transhuman. That's what is that, Hebrew? That's like an eagle head on a man body. And this is the one you claim Jesus Christ's story was stole from, man. That's Horus right there. And this is one of the other gods, Anubis. A jackal god, a hyena. Look at him. Look at that. Look at that. Look at Horus again. Close up on this clown, man. There ain't no consequence for not worshiping Horus and following Horus. These are your gods that you're following if you're into Egyptology. Or if you don't like that word, chemitology. Medu-netters and books of the dead, man. It's dead because it has no prophecy in it. It's false. Let's get on over some more, brother. What we have here? More artifacts. And if y'all don't know, this is ancient Hebrew right here. Ancient Hebrew. Stuff they finding. How is this Hebrew language but these people don't exist? It says ostragon or fragment bearing Hebrew inscription from 7th century BCE, before Common Era, found in excavations at Matzad Hashayahu. Come on, man. Come on, we don't exist. You see this right here? What you looking at right here? This says, that's Hebrew as well. And it says, the inscription says, gold of Ophir. From the house of Haran. What are you talking about, man? With Hebrew inscriptions on. Let's keep it moving. Just wanted to rebut this character, Brett Favre. Should have stayed in retirement, player. Gate of Jehoiakim's palace. Look at that. Because he didn't exist either. Why are they finding all this stuff? Let's keep it moving. Look at this brother right here. Look at them locks in them. What's that, brother? This is pictorially what Israelites look like, y'all. Look at the locks and the beard, and he got his family with him. Look at that. Look at that. But we never. There's no proof that we existed as a people. Are you serious? Do you see that? It says Assyrian relief. So this is a relief that the Assyrians made, showing the Hebrews abandoning Lachish, which had been captured by Sennacherib during his war against Hezekiah. And that's in the British Museum.
Wow.
What you talking about? There's no proof. You want the artifacts We gonna show you the artifacts. That right there is the Moabite stone. Ancient Hebrew again. Hebrew Moabites. Now trip off what the inscription says. The inscription said, in this inscription engraved in ancient Hebrew, ancient Phoenician script, on what is known as the Moabite stone, dating from approximately 840 before the Common Era, the king of Moab tells of his liberation from Israel's domination. The stele was discovered at Dibon in Transjordan in 1868. It is made of basalt, 3 feet high and more than 2 feet wide. Look at that. How he talking about him coming up from up under the yoke of Israel if Israel never existed? Don't even reply back, man, if you ain't coming with no facts.